Hello, I'm Brian Dixon, Assistant Director for Advocacy and Student Financial Services at NACUBO, and I'm here to talk a little bit about recent efforts to reauthorize the Higher Education Act, or HEA as it is known. It's the law that establishes federal student aid programs, provides institutional aid and support, and includes general provisions pertaining to higher education on anti-discrimination, program integrity, and much more, and it was last comprehensively reauthorized in 2008. So here's where we are as of November 2019. In the House of Representatives, we have a comprehensive reauthorization bill called the College Affordability Act. It cleared a committee vote on party lines on October 31st, but hasn't yet been scheduled for a vote by the full House. Supporters of the bill state that it aims to lower the cost of college, improve the quality of higher education, and expand opportunities for students from all backgrounds. Let me take just a minute to highlight a few items in the College Affordability Act, or CAA. The legislation would increase the maximum Pell Grant award by $625 and index future Pell awards to inflation. It would also increase Pell eligibility from 12 to 14 semesters and would allow students to put unspent Pell toward a graduate degree. In addition, the CAA would create the America's College Promise program. This would create a federal-state partnership to provide tuition-free community college. Because it's what we call a first dollar program, it would allow a student's Pell Grants and other aid to be used later for non-tuition expenses. The CAA would reduce the number of questions on the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA, and would simplify repayment options for federal student loans to two options, a fixed standard plan and one income-based repayment plan. Borrowers earning less than $31,225 would pay zero until their earnings increased, and the plan would forgive any remaining debt after 20 years of repayment. The CAA also includes several accountability proposals, including expanding foreign gift reporting requirements, new reporting requirements related to accreditation, and new IPEDS reporting categories for institutional expenditures. Risk-related proposals of interest to business officers include the creation of several new mandatory staff positions, an increase to Clery Act violation fines, and mandatory crime reporting requirements for study abroad programs. The CAA would also establish a repayment metric that would measure the percentage of students paying at least 90% of their monthly payments over 3 years, and implement an additional repayment metric with the creation of an adjusted cohort default rate. This legislation would also prohibit the Department of Education from issuing or enforcing the Title IX rules proposed by the Trump administration in November of 2018 regarding sexual assault and campus safety. Further, it would prohibit the department from issuing any rule or guidance substantially similar to the administration's 2018 proposed rules. The CAA would increase and permanently reauthorize mandatory funding for historically black colleges and universities, tribally controlled colleges and universities, and other minority-serving institutions. Finally, the bill would repeal a prohibition banning incarcerated individuals from accessing Pell Grants and would allow for high-quality short-term programs that partner with local industry to participate in the Pell Grant program. As you can see, there's a lot in the College Affordability Act. It's a 1,200-page bill, and I only touched on a handful of the provisions. There's just a lot more to cover. If you're interested in learning more, you can click on the link below. And now I want to just give you an update on HEA activity in the Senate. In late September, Senator Lamar Alexander, chairman of the Senate Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee, introduced the Student Aid Improvement Act of 2019. It's not as comprehensive of a bill as the CAA and primarily focuses on student aid provisions. Many of the components of Alexander's plan are similar to those included in the CAA. FAFSA simplification, Pell Grants for incarcerated individuals, and an increase to the maximum Pell Grant award, though a significantly smaller increase compared to the CAA. Alexander's proposal also calls for permanently reauthorizing mandatory funding for HBCUs, tribally controlled colleges and universities, and other minority-serving institutions. So that's where we are in terms of Higher Education Act reauthorization. As I said, for more details on these proposals, click on the link below. Here at NACUBO, we'll keep monitoring developments and post those to our website, nacubo.org. And to reach our Federal Affairs team with any questions or concerns you may have, you can email us at advocacy@nacubo.org. Thanks, and have a great day.